Welcome back to another video. This is part 2 of my Castlevania Pinball retheme project. So on the first video I messed about with some initial testing of some of the sound effects. I'm still kind of working on that in the background, but separately I want to check out that some of the music will work that I'm thinking of putting in the game. So last time it was no music and just some sound effects. This time I've taken out all of the sound effects and this is just the various music tracks that I want to play at different points. So we'll test that out a bit. So the way it works, there's a track for the first ball of a game, and that's always the same. Then for ball 2, I think there's 4 tracks that it will randomly pick from. Then ball 3, again, it will always be the same track. I'll tell you what those tracks are in a second. And then for different things, so if you get one mode running, there's a track for that. 2 modes running at the same time, there's a track for that. 3 modes running at the same time, which is also called the mega stack in the rule set, there's a track for that. And then if you get the wizard mode running, which is completing all 3 modes one time, there's a separate track for that. So I'll start the game up and we'll listen to music. So it should be, for ball 1, the track is beginning from Rondo of Blood. So let me start the game. Okay, that seems to be working. So if I hit some switches, qualify the playfield, I've got to wait for the shoot again light to go out, and then I'll drain the ball. Okay, that's gone out. I'll drain the ball. Okay, cool. So we get, this is Demon Forest from the Super Nintendo, this is Castlevania 4. So, just said you get 1 of 4 tracks picked randomly. So it's either Demon Forest or Simon Belmont's theme from the Super Nintendo, or Reincarnated Soul or Iron Blue Intention, Mega Drive. That seems to be working. So again, if I qualify the playfield, we wait for this to go out. As you can see, there's no sound effects or anything. Okay, drain the ball, and then we should get distant triumphant return from, again, Rondo of Blood. And then that's game over. And obviously the sound effects and the music associated with that's taken out of the game at the moment. Okay, so that's good, that works. And with those ones, they'll just loop. So when you get to the end of the track, the game knows to just loop it, it'll restart the track over and over again. I might need to do a little bit of work on them in Audacity just to make sure they don't sound a bit weird when they're looping, but that's fine. Now then, if I start another game, I'm going to test out the different modes. So I don't know if you can hear me over the sound that well. So we're looking for 1 mode running, it's Bloody Tears. 2 modes running, Divine Bloodlines. The Mega Stack, well, I'll save the Mega Stack because it's not a Castlevania song, I've put something different there. And then the Wizard mode is Vampire Killer, which kind of makes sense. At the end of the game is to try and kill Dracula, so I thought I'd run it with Vampire Killer. My only concern with these are, I've got timers on them, each mode. So I have a feeling I might have to change some of these around because the mode will run out way before the track does, and I feel like I might be wasting some of the best songs and you won't hear as much of them, but we'll see how that is. So I'm just going to start it up and I'll get some of the modes going so we can hear some of those tracks playing and see how it sounds. Okay, so one mode we need to qualify one mode. There we go. Now I'm going to let this run out because this is a 30-second mode, so I have a feeling this is not going to sound right yet. Yeah, I think that's a waste. A waste of a good song. Okay, we want to do this there. I've only two modes, so that would be that. Okay, that's one mode qualified. I think that's two modes qualified. We'll see. That should be Divine Bloodlights. All right. Yeah. Trying out of that, I think again. Now, if we do the wizard mode, so all of that I need to be. Okay, and this will be one mode running again. Let this run out. I think okay, that's working. Now this mode has a long timer, so I think this one will be okay. I'll let this run out. frame out of that. Okay, that's interesting. So Vampire Killer almost takes up the exact amount of time for the timer. So rather than having it start again with those last few seconds, I'll just put some sounds at the end, and that'll be fine. Bloody Tears is definitely not going to work. Okay, the only one we haven't tested then is what happens if you get the mega stack. So that's all three modes qualified and started at the same time. And like I said, it's not a Castlevania track. Let's see if we can make that work. So I'll start a new game. And then qualified one mode. Starting spinner mode. There. Okay, so this should be the mega stack. Let's see what song I'm showing you today. So, I can start that by Prodigy. I want to see how the timer works with it. Okay, so the Prodigy track ends before it gets to the vocal, because I'm not so sure if I like that or not. I'll have to have a think about that one. Okay, so some of it works, some of it not so good. More testing required. But I think the next one I'll go back to working on the sound effects, because I think they're going to be a lot harder to get right and normalise and get all the volumes and stuff correct. But yeah, again, a relatively successful test. Thanks very much for watching.